everyone, we made it. Yes, we made it to day 4 of Harry and Meghan's tour to Colombia. Oh my God, it's been a remarkable success. It's been so exciting and exhilarating to see them in their element. From the powerful Afro Women Power Voices of Equity summits to their meaningful interactions with local community, this trip has left a lasting impression of what, and also has left a lasting impression not only in Colombia but also in the UK, because it seems like we're beginning to see tiny violins of regret playing softly in the background as they see all the impact that the Sussexes have made in Colombia. Anyway, what am I talking about? Let's break it all down. Let's break it down. It has been such a wonderful time seeing them interacting with people on different levels. Cali, the vibrant heart of Colombia's Pacific region, set the stage for this transformative experience today. At the historic Teatro Municipal Enrique Buenaventura, Harry and Meghan joined Colombia's Vice President Francia Marquez alongside 400 women leaders, all focused on addressing the challenges faced by Afro Colombian women. This is similar to the kind of event that she did when they went to Nigeria, when she had that meeting with the women leaders in Nigeria, right? Seems like Harry and Meghan are setting out or designing their blueprint for how their visits to foreign countries will go. The atmosphere in the room was warm, very warm and welcoming, and the women appeared comfortable and genuinely embraced the couple's presence. The day kicked off with a lively musical performance by Cynthia Montano, setting a joyful tone which carried throughout the event. Okay. Then when Megan took to the stage, she spoke directly to the audience in Spanish. Of course, with YouTube, who are such small sports, we couldn't share the videos coming out from the event. But if you go to my Instagram page, you will see a lot of the videos that came out from today's event. Even Instagram also is beginning to clamp down on a lot of the fan accounts, so I haven't been sharing as much. Hopefully, that will be okay. Right. Megan said that this trip was a dream for her. And she shared her deep appreciation for the warmth culture of Colombia by speaking Spanish. Her words resonated with the audience and it just made people love her the more. You could just literally see people's faces soften and it's almost like their hearts opened and they were like, oh. I love that for her. So, guys, before we continue, if this is your first time on this channel, don't waste time. Run now, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment or two in the comment section. If you have visited before and you have not yet subscribed, don't and stop dilly-dallying. Let today be the day you decide to subscribe. It's great over here. For those who have been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Also, hit the like button. You always hear me say this, so please, can I just get you guys in the chat to hit the like button? Go on, hit the like button, please. You know that your likes keep our videos in circulation. So go ahead, hit the like button so that we have a good chance fighting against the derangers who are hitting the thumbs down button. Okay. All right. Let me see what the chat is looking like. Uh, Let me go to the top. Yalibi, hi Yalibi, how are you doing? Hi, she says, I love how Afro-Colombian, how rocking African fabrics. They're certainly proud of their ancestral land and culture. Yes, there's a heavy presence of African fabrics. The Ankara is, most of the women were wearing that, and I love that. I love to see it. Uh, Linear, I just purchased a few unnecessary things. Well, you can always return them if you don't really want it. Black Queen says, I just saw Harry and Meghan dancing the salsa. They look so in sync and sensual. I saw that. I saw it. I saw they were dancing the salsa. Actually, this town they're in today, which is Cali, is said to be the capital of the dance called salsa. So it's not surprising that they ended the day with a dance that the town that they're in is known for. Anyway, let's continue. While Megan was talking today on stage, her message was as powerful as it was clear. She just wants to make sure that girls are heard, respected, and recognized. And Megan reflected on her own experiences, starting from when she was age 9 and the work that she did then. And she's very happy that at this stage in her life, she and Harry are able to do the work that they do for young girls, affording other young girls the opportunity to do the kind of things that she did when she was younger, and actually praise them for having their own voices, which is great. Great, great, lovely to see. Um, Adding a personal touch, Megan described this era of her life as being her chapter of joy. And it's so easy to see that in her body language. Where are all the body language experts? Because if you ask me, her body language is saying just unadulterated joy. She emphasized her intentionality in embracing this chapter of her life, focusing on love, kindness, and generosity. These values, she says, are what guide her both in her personal life and in her role as a mother. Love the relationship which is growing between herself and the vice president. They're always chatting to each other and just love it. Megan gave a rare and touching glimpse into her family life, revealing how Lily has already found her voice, a source of immense pride for both Meghan and Harry. Could you possibly be a child of Harry and Meghan and not have a voice? I don't see how it is possible because both of them, that's Harry and Meghan, they have their dark sides to them, the honoriness of them, which makes them strong enough to be stubborn, to stand up against things that are not in line with their values. So I don't see how either one of them could have a child that didn't have that part of them solidified for that matter, because it is them times two in one person. um Lorna says, I heard in another Squaddy podcast that Megan's white hat wasn't her Panama hat, but a hat from a Colombian designer. Yes, so they said. And if you look at the shape of the hat, it didn't have that bend that a well worn hat would have. It seems like it's a new hat anyway that hasn't been broken in yet. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. And Thierry says, I saw Harry dancing. He has rhythm. Good to see them enjoying themselves. I screamed when I saw Harry dancing. I was like, oh my gosh. Look, those chicas in the UK had not one single chance of getting Harry because not only do they not have rhythm, but they would actually almost look down on such activities in their circle. If it's not ballet or one of the classical dances that they know about, they just shut their minds to the idea of taking in anything from other cultures. It's almost like, well, that's exactly what they call white supremacy. When you think that your culture is more superior to another person's culture when you're a white person, because a lot of people do that. Like when they think that their own culture, their own way of being, their own way of speaking, their own way of governance, their own way of doing things is superior to another culture's way of doing the things. That is the supremacy that we talk about. Anyway, um, and of course, we haven't seen anyone. Well, we have actually. Let me not tell a lie. We have seen Camilla dancing. She was dancing a dance. I don't even know what the name of that dance was with that Dick guy, the Queen's former. Is it photographer? Oh, what is his name? The one that was crying and said, Harry, come back. Harry, come back. Anyway, um, they would particularly focus on things that are um, in their own culture and nothing else. Anyway, Megan's fashion choices once again caught everyone's attention as per usual. For this event, she wore a white sleeveless button down from Mango. So our girl was doing high low fashion and she paired it with a stunning sequined pencil skirt by Colombian designer Sylvia Cherasi, completing the look with Magneta monoblanic heels and a minimalist gold earrings, which were a special gift from the Vice President Marquez, handcrafted by artisans from Colombia's Choco region, which I found really good, a special touch. When Megan is gifted anything, she tends to wear those things, even if it's just one piece before she leaves the region where she was gifted the item. So I think that's great diplomacy. That's fantastic. So what else did we have? Yeah. What truly set this tour apart wasn't just the powerful speeches or the glamorous fashion. It was the genuine connections that Harry and Meghan made with the people that they met, from visiting schools and engaging with students in Spanish to participating in an Invictus Games training session. Their interactions, as per usual, as always, and that's kind of the thing that sets them apart in all their engagements. It just feels authentic and meaningful, yeah. Before we go into what the Derangers are saying, of course, you know we can't conclude this video without talking about what the British media are talking about on their aisle. Let me have a look once more at the comments section. Thierry says the body language expert will say they are pretending to be happy. Yes, they can smell pretense from 1 million miles away. Uh, let's see. Okay, that's not for me. Hello, Zubaida. How you doing? Where are you listening in from? Because you said good morning. Oh, actually, it is morning. It's AM where I'm at in the UK. It's 15 minutes past midnight. So, yeah. Uh, Didi says in US, Harry's getting invited to family barbecues. Yes, very soon you will see Harry doing a lot more deep dancing. Yes, for sure. Zubaida says, good morning, good, going to be having my breakfast soon. I'm fine, I'm in Singapore. Ooh, that's lovely. That's lovely. That's really nice. Okay. All right, so we can't talk about what Harry and Meghan have been doing without having a look at what the British media are talking about. You know, they have been trying to find everything, anything to throw at this tour, but the more they try, the more embarrassing they have. Um, they're making the more silly they're making themselves look. As per usual, they don't really care about making a fool of themselves because if they did, they would have stopped the smear campaign a long time ago. But anyway, we're always on the lookout to see what it is because we keep receipts, right? So let's see what they are talking about. So Charles is still explaining. He says Daily Mail says King Charles frustrated by Prince Harry's refusal to accept UK safety arrangements and the mistaken belief that the king has control over his security. Meanwhile, the RAVEC committee, which is the committee which decides which royals get security, is mostly manned by people who work for the royal family. So, how it is that the king doesn't have responsibility, I don't know. This is one area in my assessment of the royal family where I would totally hold them responsible. King, even if the government, because they say that the taxpayers' um, security for the royal family is they're trying to claim that it is the government who decides who gets security. But Charles could afford private security if he wanted to. So, question is, if he's able to do that for other members of the royal family, why is he not doing it for Harry? In that, he completely failed. He completely failed. In that, he completely failed. He completely failed. So the more the media talk about it, the more they make themselves look stupid, the more they make the royal family look stupid as well. So um, good on Harry to not listen to their foolish explanations. Thing is, they didn't expect Harry to walk away. They didn't expect him to fight, to remain on, to land on his feet. They didn't expect him to fight, to remain standing on his feet. Trust and believe that the battle the Sussexes are facing is rather fierce, but they have made such good moves, especially at the beginning of this whole issue, that they're able to use the goodwill that they gained from the beginning of the issue now to remain standing. Okay, what's the other issue? So now that we're talking about Harry's security, and it's obvious, that the king cannot justify this. So what are they coming up with? King set to axe disgraced Duke's security team as pressure mounts on Prince Andrew to leave Royal Lodge Mansion. Because I'm sure, the world is made up of other human beings who are listening and watching the issues that are going on between King Charles and Harry and Meghan. And they're saying, well, okay, if you say that you cannot afford to give Harry security because he is no longer a working royal, what about Andrew? And he has no explanation for it. He just can't explain it. And at this time, where Colombia is giving Harry and Meghan, who are not even their citizens, the kind of security. Did you see the security entourage? It is, I think it is even more than 50, the 14 cars they were talking about that was reported earlier. The vice president has done an amazing job, and it is definitely a lot. So now it has shamed the UK. And so they're coming up with these stories. They didn't say he has axed the security. They said set to axe. So he's now thinking about it. And they're connecting it to wanting him to leave the Royal Lodge. If he's going to do it at all, it has to be on the basis that he would be willing to move to wherever, but move out of Royal Lodge so that they can give the the royal lodge to William. What William is doing with the property, nobody can tell at the moment. But apparently, I think he needs a fifth house. Anyway, um, and funny enough, despite all the people who have been trying to disparage the Colombian tour, the media consensus really is that it's this tour is a success. Commentators, that's the reasonable ones. I'm not talking about the far right maniacal ones like GB News and Talk TV, but the commentators, the tabloid commentators, have recognized the couple's efforts to highlight important issues like mental health, female empowerment, and cultural richness of Colombia. According to this guy who writes for the Daily Express, you see this? He says Harry and Meghan's Colombia tour was a success, and these are the reasons. So he now sets out to list it out. Guess what? This guy is writing from Colombia. The very people that they said are irrelevant are relevant enough for you to buy a ticket to Colombia. Didn't check it out because it didn't occur to me at the time, but I'm sure that a ticket to Colombia is not cheap, and yet, and yet, they were able to buy a ticket and fund all the equipment necessary to get a journalist over to Colombia so that they can um, do the work of bringing the news to the UK. And this person, I think, is one of the people who was shut out of the private events that Harry and Meghan did. So then is now realizing that actually is not business as usual. He better behave himself, perhaps, and just maybe, he might have another opportunity to go to a Harry and Meghan event because he knows that Harry and Meghan probably pay attention to detail and they would see this article and know that he didn't write anything negative about them. Anyway, he continues and said it wasn't just the attendees who felt the connection of the Sussex's impact in Colombia, even the media on the ground, who are often quick to criticize, found themselves acknowledging the success of the Sussex's visit. So he grudgingly gave Harry and Meghan their flowers. They described the tour as a great triumph, noting that Harry and Meghan have leveraged their global platform for good, which is fantastic. Which is fantastic. So, yes, someone was talking about Harry and Meghan dancing. They did do the next event after the Afro Women and Power event was a vibrant festival celebrating Afro Colombian music and dance. And it was a fitting end to a visit that successfully showcased what they can achieve when they focus on the bigger picture. This is the reporter from the Daily Express talking. Did you girls know that Megan is a very good salsa dancer? Yeah, she knows how to do it. And it's obvious that Harry was trying to learn how to do the salsa. Yeah, he has the rhythm, he was doing the steps. He missed a few points, but I give him 80 out of 100, which is pass mark. A for effort because he was definitely doing it with his heart and soul, and he was having fun while doing it. So, yes, I loved it for them. I loved it for them. Young, bright, happy, energetic, good-looking couple. And then what did you have next? Well, they always have people ready to. The reporter goes going back to what the reporter from the Daily Express was saying, right? He said that while there will always be critics ready to pounce on Harry and Meghan's every move. This time, even the harshest voices had to concede. They got it right. They're trying to say they got it 10 plus 10 over 10 over 10 minus nothing. Love that. The question now is whether they can maintain this momentum, is what he's asking. Anyway, we all know that it is what the Sussexes have always been doing, but they chose to write a different perspective for their audience who buy into the hate reading narrative. So, what do we think about Meghan calling this her chapter of joy? Are you with it? Do you agree? Can you see it? Let me look at your comments once more. Meghan and Prince Harry's trip in Colombia's made us want to travel to Colombia for real. Yes, me too. I have already been visualizing myself in all the places that they went to. William wants Royal Lodge because it's easier for them to live in a separated state, just like Andrew and Fergie. Um, mhm. Faith says Megan's hips don't lie. Did you see Megan grab his beard for a smooch? Yes, I saw that. I saw. Shopee went to Colombia in November 2023 for a conference on violence against women. One of her courses. Maybe she should start with not giving Megan the mean girl stink eye. Well, you know that these people, wherever they are at Balmoral right now, they are watching every move keenly. They are taking notes, even underlining certain areas, annotating certain pages as well. And when they come back from the summer holidays, they are going to be rolling out the Temu version of what Harry and Meghan have just done. Just you watch. Um, hmm. Anyway, I'm so glad. This is the first time I have been able to follow any of the engagements on a daily basis. It's also a testament to how far I have come. I've had this channel now for a year and a half, um, just evolving from one channel to the other channel before I was able to get to the stage where my channel stopped getting demonetized and suspended because some of the things I wasn't actually doing right. So it's so nice that I've been able to follow each day of the events and seeing it and actually reporting on it on the same day. If no one claps for me, I clap for myself because I'm so impressed with myself that I've been able to do it. Normally, I can't do anything else. I can't even do like a video every day just because it for me it takes a lot of effort to put things together and still be able to manage the other sides of my life, like eat, have a bath, and do other things. So I'm very pleased with the progress that I have made, and just following them on this Colombian tour just shows me how much progress that I have made. Well, uh, let me see. What have we got next? We weren't able to do the members live today because I think like the focus should be on Harry and Meghan, and not on what we are doing. And tomorrow I'm going to spend the day resting, like literally doing nada, nothing, recovering from the tour, just exactly the same way Harry and Meghan will be recovering from the tour. Um, Now, if you believe in the Sussex's mission, because you guys know that the battle is still on, right? And the thing is that we've been able to achieve space for them to be able to do what they're doing in the midst of the battle. And the goal is for them to get bigger than everything that they're trying to throw at them. As you know, I am on a journey to try and help them uh, get even bigger with it. All right. So if you believe in the Sussex's mission to create a better world and you want to be part of the journey, and part of that journey, the end goal is to be able to file a petition at the United Nations to get international organizations involved to stop the smear campaign so that we achieve a balance between the right to freedom of speech and protection from media harassment. Please consider joining my channel membership. As a member, you not only get exclusive content, you also get early access to certain events which are coming up. I'm going to be discussing that in my next video. Also, join us in our mission to counteract the smear campaign with the petition to the United Nations. Guys, let's stand together in supporting the Sussexes on this journey the way we have done. But this time, if you're going to fight a tiger, you can't just do it halfway. You have to do it until the tiger is done. Okay? So that's what the goal is. It's not just to get a little space to be able to live their lives, but for them to be completely free. And that's what we're here for, to make sure that they are completely free. All right, guys, that's it for today. Harry and Meghan's Colombia tour has been a standout success, marking a significant moment in their journey post royal life. If you were inspired by their efforts, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. One thing I always forget to say is for those people who don't feel like they can do a channel membership, please feel free to make a donation. Please feel free to make a donation because every little helps. There are costs that go into making these videos and will go into the mission that we're trying to achieve. The link to my PayPal is in the description box of this video. So please go ahead and donate what you can. It will come in handy. Okay. All right, guys. Let me have a look at your comments. Hi, Sussex Love. How you doing? Yes, he said well-deserved rest. Yes, definitely. I am so looking forward to diving into my bed this. What am I now? Is it morning or evening? Morning. This morning. So Charles is trying to lie as if Harry doesn't know what he's capable of anymore. Exactly. They still think that Harry is the naive man that he was 6 years ago. And oh no, the second day Isabella rested. Thank you. Oh dear. Honestly, this is the same Charles that ensured that Camilla had maximum security, even as a mistress, you know. She literally had a private jet to her name. Oh, someone has oh, thank you, Yalibi. Thank you for your donation. Really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you. And Vanzilla says bye. And hi, have a continued blessed Sunday. And remember to watch, pray, and go take care of fam. Yes, absolutely. So, guys, thank you. I've been through your comments now. Let us continue to enjoy the rest of the Sunday. And um Until next time, this is Wheezy signing off with love, positivity, and my last Spanish words for this tour. Hasta luego, amigos. I have enjoyed speaking the words as murdering them as I have gone along. But yes, I have enjoyed speaking the words. Have a great evening, friends. Oh, I see. It's not even evening. Have a great morning or have a great time, friends, wherever you're at. Until next time, this is me signing out. Ciao.